For the last set of drawings, we're going to need to follow the directions for how to draw the end. So if your bridge looks like this, with the top corner knocked off, you're going to need to draw ends this size. If your bridge looks like this, where it's a rectangle, corners not knocked off, you're going to draw a side that looks more like this. So in this scenario, draw them like this. In this scenario, I'm going to draw it like that. So I've already started the drawings. I did half of them because there's two ends, so you're going to need 4. My partner's design, or my design perhaps, showed the corners cut off here and here. And when I did the top and bottom, it looked like this. Now the last thing I need to do is the ends to give it stability. Because of the way we test it, we need to create ends. So I'm going to measure. Everybody's bridge is 2.5 inches wide, so we don't have to change that. We got 2 inches right here, and then we got 1.5 inches here. So this one we're making 2 inches this direction, and everybody's bridge 2.5 inches wide. So I'm going to go over to 2.5 or 10 blocks, whichever way you'd like to say it. Some people like to count. Some people like to measure, but it's important to know how to do both. Again, remember, as you're doing this, see how I start my line? I'm not drawing straight through both lines. Sometimes I like to see the line I'm drawing parallel to, because it's harder to make it parallel if you kind of cover up the other side. Like if I draw this line first and then I cover it up, it's hard to see if I'm drawing parallel. And remember, we're keeping our lines an 1/8 inch apart and parallel. 1/8 of an inch is half a block on the graph paper. And I've done this many, many times, so I no longer need to measure an 1/8 of an inch because I already know what an 1/8 of an inch looks like. But if you're doing this for the first time, you might want to line up your ruler, measure over an 1/8 inch, come to the other side, measure over an 1/8 inch. Just make sure you're in the middle of the graph paper and draw your line straight through. And like I said, you'll notice I keep flipping my paper so that I can draw my line parallel to the line that I did previously. And then you would want to write end view. And drawn by with your name. And you will be ready to upload this, take a picture, upload it to Schoology, and you will be ready to start construction. Your partner, if they have the side done, they can start the side. You will begin the top and bottom first, and then do the ends last.